everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and this is going to be a weird series of events that we're going to try and experiment with, something I've never done before, and I hope you enjoy it this way. So we got a ton of new stuff today in Epic 7. I like to call this like reveal stream the oh crap, another game came out and people are leaving patch, because everything is insane. Everything is bonkers. It's just the best patch we've had in a long time for not only characters, but also changes, quality of life, content, legit everything. So there is too much to put in one video. It's going to take me like an hour to talk about all this stuff, especially if I want to go over it right and actually like give you information that matters. So what we are going to do, we're going to just briefly go over everything in this video, and then I'll put other videos out in the next couple hours as we go, more in depth on each individual topic. So let's get into this here. It is insane how much is coming. So first off, we have the hero balance patch. We already know this is here. We've already talked about this. If you want to hear my opinions on this, you can see it in another video. Overall, not bad changes, but things I don't think are going to change too much. I promise we'll get to the cool stuff. We see last tea time here. That's kind of a spoiler for like 6 different things, actually. New artifacts, new ways to obtain artifacts, and new banners. So cool. We don't care about this stuff. This is the story. There's the album here with the chess piece. There's a neck, which is hopefully good. There's South Wintenburg chapter. This is a big chapter. We've been trying to get here for a while in the story, and I think we're going to see quite a bit in this story, and I'm very, very, very excited for it. AP exchange, we can see the eye level 80 weapon, and a lot of people really dismiss this weapon on the stream. This has health, speed, effect resistance, and crit chance. This is honestly an amazing health set weapon. That's gonna help a lot of people. It's really, really, really good, and as long as it doesn't roll trash, it is great. The thing is, crit chance sucks. We all know that. That's the dead stat here. So there's 3 perfect stats. Like, these are the 3 top stats you want on a health weapon, and then 1 dump stat. So as long as you ditch that dump stat and hope you dodge it, it's fantastic, because remember, it's a weapon. You cannot roll defense percent on it, so there really isn't any other better options. I don't know why this isn't effectiveness instead of crit chance, but honestly, like, if you get this and it rolls all effectiveness instead of crit chance, it's kind of dead anyway. So good weapon, and I think most people should be bringing this to 15 depending on their first couple of rolls. We have the Balin Sazan banner coming up with last tea time, another new artifact here, and this is when using an attack that targets all enemies, increases damage dealt by 7% with a 10% chance to decrease skill cooldown by 1 turn. So this is somewhat like a Etika's Scepter mixed with a damage increase. Kind of a fair mix, and I like the idea of having an option of either going for damage or cooldown reduction or a bit of both. I personally do like the idea behind this artifact. I think it's going to be decent on Araminta. I'm not sure if it's going to be better than Etika, since the extra turn is just so insane. And yeah, I'm not pulling for it. It'll come if it ever comes, but pretty cool to note. That said, 10% is pretty low at the base, 15% at plus 15, I believe. We then have Euphine and Merciless Glutton here. This is another banner coming up. As for whether you should pull in these two, because we're not going to talk about these in other videos, no, absolutely not. Do not recommend pulling for Euphine. Do not recommend Merciless Glutton. Do not recommend pulling for Sage Balin Sazan, or regular Balin Sazan. And do not think this artifact is worth pulling. So I think all of these are 100% skips. We then have Abyss Floor 110 with insane rewards. Insane rewards. No gear, which is fine, but absolutely insane rewards. We can see the little spoiler here. 110 is going to be 15 transmit stones. Do they not actually show them on here? Okay, so I'll go back to the stream and edit it in here, but they showed the actual rewards on the stream. There's 20 Molagoras, 500 Mystic Medals, which you are going to want. Trust me. You are going to want those Mystic Medals. And yeah, that's cool. New 3-star heroes here. I'm not going to go over the abilities for the 3 stars in this video, because I'm going to do it in another one so we can go over all of them. There's a 3-star Godmother. There's a 3-star Ian. 3-star Glenn, 3-star Sonia, and 3-star Inos, all of which are decent. They have some niche uses, I think, and Inos looks 10 out of 10, and so does Sonya. Unfortunately, they're both a light and dark, so harder to get. We are getting the JP Media Pack for Elena, so everybody do your little hip hip hoorays there for everybody who hates Elena's voice. And we have a new Powder of Knowledge shop, which is pretty great for my alt, because my alt is going to be able to get Magahara's Tome. Yes, that's so exciting. I have nothing on that account. That is so exciting. So I'll be able to get Magahara's Tome, which is going to help my alt for Wyvern. That's so awesome. My Momo is using like a Ranan's Memorandum or something. It's ridiculous. As for 5-star Etika's Bloodstone Creation Noble Oath, none of these I think you should buy. I think it's definitely not worth it. Again, especially with what we're about to talk about in a little bit. So other improvements, they increased to 5 times a month. Cool. Yeah, just what we need. Equipment packs, yep, might as well throw those in there too. And these are all just random fixes. Nothing really too important here. I'm not going to read all of these. I'm not reading all of these. Let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the good stuff here. Okay, so let me load up the stream now and take a look at the VOD and take a look at each individual thing, because that's where all the juicy stuff happened. I'm surprised they're not in this. I was hoping they were, but let's go check it out. Okay, so we have the rewards here for Abyss. A little small, sorry about that. We have 3 million gold for 101, some Ancient Dragon Hearts, some Dark Fragments, 50 bookmarks, 20 Molagoras, 50 or 30 leaves, 300 essences, 300 shells, 300 manifestation stones, 500 mystic metals, which you are all going to be spending soon, and 15 gold transmit stones. Really, really, really solid rewards here. And I have no idea how difficult these are going to be. Our gear has been pretty insanely improved since floor 90 to 100, and I'm kind of wondering if they're going to design it as like floor 101 to 110, also known as how can we make Tamarin not work and fail at it miserably, and have Tamarin still be the one used every single battle. We'll see how they do that here. There's a couple other things I want to take a look at from the stream here. We have the next Mystic rotation, which is Faithless Lidica and a Kali. That's not the one you're spending them on, don't worry. We then have a... Ooh, spoiler alert, that's Valen. We'll talk about that after. We have Crow here, which is a new banner coming out on the 15th, so next week, which is coming along with Holy Sacrifice. Gotta be happy about that. This is one my alt will be pulling on because I need that tank. But you know, this is one that's not new, that's probably maybe worth pulling on. I'm not too big of a fan of the Holy Sacrifice, but it is what it is. Let's watch the Ervalin preview here. I'm not going to talk about opinions or anything, because again, we're trying a different way here to make this not 7-hour long of a video. But
do you feel humiliated? Good.
Good.
Tell me what you desire, and I will give it to you.
Oh, give it to me.
In return, you will become my sword, unquestioning and unyielding.
Okay, so there is Ervalin here. He has pretty good stats. Let's go to his stats here. Try to be quick on this. 1228 attack, 113 speed, 23 crit chance, self-imprint crit chance. And I talk about this a lot. Self-imprint crit chance is insane for whales. If you are a whale, this is so huge. And this is where a lot of the whales are going to get massive advantages over people like me and you, who can only really get one if they're lucky. 17% crit. Imagine having to only build your characters for like 83% chance to crit instead of 100% on everybody. And then for the people you want to get the elemental advantage crit on, imagine only having to build them for 83 minus 15 is 73, 68%. Like, that's insane how much more gear you can get out of a unit. So absolutely bonkers. So we'll just go over his skills really quickly here. I'm not going to talk about uses and stuff, and again, I'm sorry. Let me know if you like this format. Only really applicable to when there's insane stuff like this. There's like 15 more things coming. We have the Heir to the Throne here, which is attacks the enemy with the sword, adopting a counterattacking stance and granting barrier to the caster for 2 turns. When the enemy's max health is greater than the caster's max health, damage dealt increases proportionate to the difference, up to a maximum of 60%. Barrier strength increases proportionate to the caster's attack. Again, need to know multipliers on this. The Soul Burn is insane as well. Increase the duration of the buffs by 1 turn and grants an extra turn. Bonkersly good Soul Burn. -1 cooldown, damage dealt on that as well. That's a skill 3. And then we see something here that, by the way, 4-turn cooldown with an extra turn is pretty great. Then we see a Sword of Hatred is a skill 2, which is only a 2-turn cooldown here. All damage on this one as well. Grants the immunity or caster immunity for 1 turn. Max health, blah blah blah, up to 30%. Combat readiness increase this time. Seems pretty nutso as well. And his skill 1, I think, is his best ability, which is just awesome. 50% chance after Molagoras to decrease defense for 2 turns, and he has built-in counterattack, and he's fast, and he's all of the above. So I think this is really going to be like where he really shines a lot of time, especially if you combine him with double-edged Decrescent, which is his artifact, and it is a 10% attack boost with a 30% chance to silence the enemy for 1 turn when attacks, and it can stack up to 3 times, and when it's on a single attack, which is all 3 of his attacks, that's good. That's really good, especially if you consider you have a Soul Burn skill 3. Like everything is insane about Irvelin. Not sure how good he will be in practice. In theory, I really like him, but not sure how good he'll be in practice because low HP and bruisers and stuff like that. So we've got that coming. We then have let me go. Charles. There we go. We have the Charles Epic Pass skin here, which we get with the Epic Pass. Watch this really quickly. Sorry, it's hard to go through this. It's really hard. Just show me. Charles right up as well with Justice for All. Charles is still amazing. You know what the skin looks like. It's a Demon Hunter. Here we go. Yeah! It took me 37 clicks, but we did it. So this is Charles's Demon Hunter skin. Everything is the same, just like any other Epic Pass skin. Yes, you should be buying at least the improved Epic Pass, and I like buying the skins as well, but that is completely up to you. And then we have... Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Okay, this is insane. Everybody thought it was going to be ML Sigrid, but it's not. It's better.
This is just perfect! I've been waiting to try out these new clothes!
Frida Wolf
Oh
VA.
my gosh, did you want my auto... Wait, there's something on my clothes? No! I just bought these!
Frida Wolf, insane voice actor. She's the voice actor of I forget the name of it, but the merchant in Octopath Traveler, also the voice of Bellona, also the voice of Aether. Absolutely insane. Look at her sitting animation. Oh my jeez. And that's not even like the good part. Like her design is 10 out of 10. Everything, her voice is 37 out of 10. Her stats. Look at her stats. Let's start off with her stats. We have 1228 attack, 115 speed, 27 flipping crit chance with an attack self imprint. Wow, that is insane. Dark Mage. Holy heck, and it gets better. It gets better. Let's take a look at her skills here. Victory Pose, skill 2, manifests as suit's energy, increasing combat readiness of all allies by 15% with the Molagoras and increasing the attack of the caster for 2 turns. And she gets an extra turn on a 4-turn cooldown. Bonkers, self-buffing attacker, also combat readiness boosts everybody. Insane skill 2. Absolutely insane skill 2. We then have Demolish, her skill 3. Another insane ability. Transcends cosmic space to attack the enemy with dimensional energy before granting the caster stealth for 2 turns. Self-stealth is so insane. I love stealth so much. So helpful for keeping people alive. She's really fast, so Rylot is going to have a harder time hitting her. So many different things. When the enemy is defeated, inflicts Instinction, my poor maid Chloe, and decreases the caster's skill cooldown by 1 turn. Damage dealt increases proportionate to the caster's speed, and that is on a 4-turn cooldown. And if it kills, down to a 3-turn cooldown. And then you also have to factor in her skill too, which gives her an extra turn. So, oh my god, it's insane. Absolutely bonkers. Love this, love this, love this. And then her skill 1 uses the suit's energy to attack the enemy. When used on the caster's turn, has a 40% chance to grant an extra attack with the same skill. When the enemy is not an elite or boss monster, damage sharing effects are ignored. So, insane again. All increased damage, effect chance up to 100%, so she can just pop, 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 like Landy, but actually good. Just so much popping. I'm so excited for this. Is insane, and I have enough to get her, and if I don't, I will spend money for her. It's been a long time since I've been this excited for a character. Absolutely insane. Damage sharing effects is ignored as bonkers. 40% chance to grant an extra attack is nuts. Insane. I wish it could keep popping off, right? I don't think it can, because I think they'd have shown that in the clip, but really insane. And only 10 souls as well, and it's easier to build souls with her because of her extra turns. And her artifact, oh, she doesn't have an artifact, right? No artifact for her. So a couple last things here. Let's take a look at a couple last things. By the way, Mashu and new on the side, make sure you give twitch.tv/epic7 a follow. Top model Luluka, insane. That's a spoiler. We don't want to talk about this yet. Oh, do we? There's one more thing in between this, but it's hard to click to it. But let's talk about this. So we are getting artifact acquisition improvements. You're welcome for always hitting triple S and not getting the artifact. I've been complaining to this personally all the time. Everybody has, obviously, but I've been really adamant about this because it's personally affected me so much. I triple S Cerise without her artifact. I triple S Landy, or double S, no, triple S Landy with only 1 artifact, and I got it on the last Landy. So unfortunate, and pretty awesome that they're doing this. So basically you're going to be able to buy the artifacts alongside. A lot of people wanted artifact pity, but I hated that idea. That was a horrible idea. I was really hoping they'd go with somebody else, because artifact pity would be like the best way to do it for them. It'd make them so much more money. This is way better for us, so this is awesome. $240 to buy the piece, and really cool. You can only buy 1, which is all we need. That's exactly what we needed, just buy 1. And I can't find anything else here, but there is more. The other last thing I want to talk about too today is the fact that we are now getting usable buffs for free equipment removal, which is insane. So we'll be able to just pop them off whenever, and I think they come just like they usually come, but as a usable item instead of just triggering. So this is perfect for people like me who'd like to do it when they want to do it, and that's it. So yeah, that is insane. Just such a great patch. And this is like kind of makes me mad a little bit, because this is literally like, this isn't just here's a patch, thank you for everything. This is a oh crap, Genshin Impact is out patch, which is sad that it took this to get this. And you could say, yeah, maybe they've been planning this for a while and it just happens to be out when Genshin comes out. But like, let's be real, that's not how it happened. But anyways, this is insane. So many things to talk about. I'm gonna go record a video a little more in depth on the characters specifically and whether you should pull for them, and all other things about that. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and thank you. Bye. That's the awkwardest outro I've ever done.